Board of Education meeting for March 16th, 2017. I'm going to call the meeting to order. Mr. Strasser, could you call the roll?
Scott Dracy.
Here.
Bryant. Here. Faulkner. Here. Miracle. Here. Horsley.
Here. Everyone rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Item number 4 is the adoption of the minutes. Can I get a motion for adoption of the minutes for the special board meeting on February 2nd, the committee meeting from February 2nd, and the regular board meeting from February 16th?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Miracle. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Bryant. Call the roll, please.
Miracle.
Yes.
Bryant.
Yes.
Scott Dracy.
Yes.
Faulkner.
Yes.
Horsley.
Yes. Item number 5 is the adoption of the agenda. I'd like to make a motion that we adopt the agenda. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Miracle. Call the roll, please.
Horsley.
Yes.
Miracle.
Yes.
Scott Dracy.
Yes.
Bryant.
Yes.
Faulkner.
Yes.
Item number 6 is presentations. Mr. Media.
Yes, Madam President, members of the board, I'd like to begin with our Rising Stars for the month of March 2017. Our Rising Stars, everybody, all students who are here tonight, you've been nominated by your teachers and administrators from your building. When I call your name, come on down. You'll receive a certificate from our board president, Mrs. Horsley, and come on down the carpet in front of the stage, starting about in front of me, and stay down here until we're finished with calling everybody down. Once I call your name, while you're on the way down here, what I'm going to read is your nomination from your teachers, from your administrators, and detailing what you did to deserve this great honor. Please understand that 3 students per month from each building are selected. You're selected based on your effort, your generosity, and just being what Norwood City Schools is all about. I can tell you on behalf of myself and the whole school board, this is a favorite part of each meeting because we get to recognize our students, and that's what we're here for. So I'd like to start out with our Norwood High School Rising Star students for the month of March. And I will caution everybody, this time of year, as well as early in the fall, we have a lot of students who can't make it because spring sports are underway, and they're at a lot of either school events or youth sports events. So starting out with Norwood High School Rising Star students for the month of March, first one is Wilhelm Schneider. Wilhelm Schneider knows what it takes to be successful in academics and as a human being. Wilhelm has the ability to persevere through challenges and push himself until he rises above any shortcomings. His resiliency will carry him far in any field of study that he chooses to go into after leaving Norwood High School. Wilhelm's kind nature is noticeable both inside the classroom and in the hallways. He's always willing to help fellow students understand difficult concepts in the classroom without making them feel inferior. Williams is also very involved in Norwood Marching Band. From Mr. Bauer, simply put, Will Schneider has been one of the best student leaders the band program has ever had. He is always doing things that others did not want to do in order to make the band a great organization. Congratulations. Way to go, William. Next is Kevin Streaker. And finally, Jerry Atkins. Just know when someone is unable to attend, we bring them back next month. They don't get out of coming up in front of everybody, getting a lot of pictures taken of them, and getting recognized. So we'll move to Norwood Middle School. Rising Star students for the month of March are Nelissa Segrist-Bellema. Norwood Middle School is proud to announce Nelissa Segrist-Bellema as the Rising Star student for the month of February. As an 8th grader at the middle school, Nelissa makes it a personal goal to demonstrate all of the school's pride and peace builder characteristics in the way she consistently treats everyone with kindness. Nelissa habitually works to her very best of her ability and creates quality work. She successfully completes her work on time and never hesitates to ask for help. In addition, Nelissa is involved in various sports throughout the year. This year she played basketball and she plans on joining soccer in the spring. Additionally, Nelissa has set some short and long-term goals for herself. She plans to maintain her high scholastic averages for the remainder of her middle school career and successfully graduate high school with the class of 2021. Eventually, she plans to attend college at Cincinnati State and the University of Cincinnati. She hopes to earn a degree in education to teach small children in the primary grades. Norwood Middle School is expecting great things from Alyssa in the future. Congratulations, job well done. Now, Alyssa, if you go on to be a teacher, you make sure you come back and call me after you graduate college, okay? Next, Norwood Middle School is proud to announce Robin E. Henley. And finally, Caroline Pratt. Moving to Sharpsburg Elementary and Primary Schools, Rising Star students for the month are Payton Powers, Payton Powers is a wonderful member of the 3rd grade. She is a hard worker and she stays on task. She always volunteers to help her teachers and fellow students. She has a great attitude about being in school. She always has a smile on her face and a positive word for everyone around her. Payton is encouraging to others, always looking on the bright side of things. She consistently makes good choices and urges others to do so as well. She always has a fun story to share with her teacher each morning. She has a level of maturity beyond her years. We are so proud of Payton and love having her in our classes. Good work and congratulations. Next is Brooklyn Davidson. And finally, Alexis Rose. Alexis Rose is a model student in every sense of the word. She comes to school every day with a smile on her face and with a zeal to learn which is often infectious. She is diligent in her studies, routinely going above and beyond the expectations set by her teachers. She looks for ways to apply her studies to real-life situations. Alexis is a very thoughtful reader and student. She has insightful ideas about her reading at all times. Alexis is the kind friend we would all want to have. She is thoughtful, considerate, and extremely honest. She isn't afraid to ask for help, but to give help when others could use it. She isn't afraid to speak her mind or to change her mind when situations arise that require each. She absolutely has the brightest future. Her and her teachers cannot wait to see the incredible young woman she'll grow up to become. Congratulations and job well done. Norwood View Elementary's Rising Star students for the month of March are Duran Spicer, Jesse Stewart. Jesse Stewart is Norwood View's Rising Star student for the month. He is a 6th grade student in Miss Gregg's room. Jesse is a leader in our classroom. He is responsible, respectful, and goes above and beyond to be a rising star every day. Jesse is kind to his peers and always leads by example. He comes to school ready to work and takes pride in his accomplishments. We're proud of the progress he has made over the years, and we truly miss his presence here at Norwood View. We consider ourselves lucky to have watched him grow and come out of his shell through our years at View. Good luck next year, Jesse. We will get working on that tunnel you want to build from Norwood View to the middle school right away. Congratulations, bud. And finally, from Norwood View, Senior Gully. Senior is a bright, shining star in Miss Brown's super 2nd grade class. Every morning she greets her teacher with a humongous smile and a positive outlook towards the day. Senior is always willing to help her classmates and teachers when needed. She does her best to be a problem solver and continues to build peace in the classroom. Senior is a wonderful role model socially and academically. She comes to school prepared, eager to learn, and ready to be a great friend and student. Senior makes goals for herself and works tirelessly to achieve them. As a result of her hard work, Senior continues to show growth in all subject areas. Mrs. Brown could not be more proud to call Senior a rising star of the 2nd grade in March. Congratulations and job well done, Senior. Next is Williams Avenue Rising Star students for the month of March, beginning with Connor Cameron, Nadine Segres-Bellama, This month's Rising Star for the 3rd grade is Nadine Segres-Bellama. If you ever step foot in our 3rd grade classrooms, you can look at Nadine and know exactly what the students should be doing. Nadine is always following Champ's behavior. She works hard and she encourages others to work hard. Nadine completes her work to the best of her ability and has had many academic gains already this year. You can always count on Nadine to have a positive, happy, and ready-to-work attitude. She begins every day with a smile on her face and always ends each day with yet a bigger smile. In addition to Nadine's great attitude, she's also extremely kind and courteous to her classmates. She is a perfect example of a peace builder. We can always count on Nadine to be a great role model for others in the classroom. We are so honored to nominate Nadine for Rising Star because she embodies all of the great qualities of a Williams Wildcat leader. She is simply a pleasure to have in class in the 3rd grade. Congratulations and job well done. And our last Rising Star of the evening is Ian Smith. Ian was nominated for the Rising Star Award because he demonstrates Williams Avenue Elementary School core values on a daily basis. These values include taking pride in his work, having a positive attitude towards learning, and working hard to apply what he already knows to new ideas that he is learning. Ian is upbeat and has an engaging personality which adds a brightness to everyone's school day. He is helpful, courteous, and respectful to peers and adults. Ian is a loyal friend, peacemaker, and a leader in 2nd grade. Congratulations, Ian, for being the 2nd grade Williams Avenue Elementary Rising Star. Great job.
Yes. Okay, Susan, can you come in closer together? One step in. Okay, one step in. Step in. No, there you go. Okay, that's good. Okay, we're ready? 1, 2, 3. And one more.
Guys, congratulations. Job well done. At this time, we take a couple of minutes break from the board meeting. I need everybody all of our Rising Star students and families, to follow our executive assistant, Ms. Havlin, out to the lobby because we need more pictures of you guys. We'll let you know that these pictures will be on the front page of our website probably by Monday morning, and then they will be in the next issue of the Norwood Star. They'll be in the April edition. So congratulations, guys. Job well done.
Item 7 is Education Committee Report. Ms. Cherry Scott-Tracy.
Thank you, Mrs. President. I would like to make a motion for approval of the following. A, student trips, Norwood High School Winter Guard going to Lexington, Kentucky. Avenues for Success to London, Kentucky. The Norwood High School Silhouettes going to Wapakoneta, Ohio. And item B, approval of Wadsworth yearbook contract beginning 17-18 school year for the Norwood High School yearbook.
We have a motion for items 7A and B. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Miracle. Call the roll, please.
Scott Tracy.
Yes.
Miracle.
Yes.
Faulkner.
Yes.
Bryant. Yes. Horsley.
Yes. Item number 8 is personnel. Superintendent recommendations. Mr. Amodio.
Ms. Horsley, members of the board, I have several items for your consideration this evening under personnel, beginning with letter A, employment. Number 1, approval of new job description of construction supervisor.
Can I get a motion for approval of 5, number 1?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Ms. Scott-Geraci. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Bryant. Call the roll, please.
Scott Tracy.
Yes.
Bryant. Yes. Faulkner.
Yes.
Miracle.
Yes.
Horsley.
Yes.
Carrying on with number 2, resignations. I have 2 individuals. I'd like to point out Ms. Ellen Douglas, retiring after many, many years of not just great teaching, but she has such a big heart and cares so much about the kids and about our families, and she's going to be really missed. So we have 2 individuals under resignation. And then number 3, under employment, 1 individual under food service, that's a replacement position. Number 4, resolution to hire non-certified coaches advisors 2016-17 school year. Number 5, supplemental contracts 2016-17 school year. We have 8 individuals, and that concludes my items under personnel this evening.
Can I get a motion for approval of items 8.2 through 5?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Miracle. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Faulkner. Call the roll, please.
Miracle?
Yes.
Faulkner?
Yes.
Scott Dracy?
Yes.
Bryant?
Yes.
Horsley?
Yes. Item number 9 is the Policy Committee report. Mr. Faulkner.
No policies, Madam President.
All right. Moving on to number 10 is Building and Grounds Committee. Mr. Bryant.
Yes, Madam President, with the board's approval, I'd like to make a motion for item A 1 through 6 for approval for use of facilities, please.
We have a motion for approval for items 10A 1 through 6. Can we get a second?
I'll second.
Second by Ms. Scott Geraci. Call the roll, please.
Bryant?
Yes.
Scott Dracy?
Yes.
Faulkner?
Yes.
Miracle?
Yes.
Horsley?
Yes. Item number 11 is the Finance Committee report. Mr. Miracle.
Thank you, Madam President. By recommendation of committee, I'd like to make a motion for item 11A, approval of financial report for February 2017, and item B, approval of resolution to use state's credit enhancement.
I'll second.
Second by Ms. Scott Geraci. Call the roll, please.
Miracle?
Yes.
Scott Dracy?
Yes.
Bryant?
Yes.
Faulkner?
Yes.
Horsley?
Yes. Number C.
I'm sorry. And also by, should I do an amendment or just?
No, I think we needed to do them separate.
Do it separate, okay. By recommendation of committee, I'd like to make a motion for item 11C, resolution to direct the treasurer to advertise for bids.
We have a motion for item 11C. Can we get a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Bryant. Call the roll, please.
Miracle?
Yes.
Bryant?
Yes.
Scott Dracy?
Yes.
Faulkner?
Yes.
Horsley?
Yes.
I'd like to note those bids will have the public opening April 13th at 2 o'clock at the board office. If anybody would like to attend, up to 2 board members can attend as a public meeting. This is a $1.5 million worth of construction to make our school safer. And there's a reason why this was the first of all of our projects right out of the chute. School safety is of utmost importance.
Item number 12 is the hearing of the public. We have no request to speak before the board. Item number 13 is board announcements. Any announcements? Okay. Item number 14 is the superintendent's report.
Yeah, just a couple items. Just a reminder to everyone that spring break begins at the end of the day, next Friday, March 24th, and we return back to school on Monday, April 3rd. Second, we just came off a wonderful, not only winter sports season, but also a competition for our performing arts programs. Winter Guard, Silhouettes. We just had a tremendous winter of our student productions and student participation. At our April board meeting, we will have a number of groups and student athletes here for us to recognize. Typically, we bring it to this board meeting, but as some events just finished up this weekend. But we will be recognizing a whole bunch of groups and a whole bunch of people at the April board meeting. And then best of wishes as our spring sports practice has been going now for a couple weeks, and if I'm correct, next week is the beginning of baseball, softball, and track season. So we're getting busy again and have great participation in our spring sports right now. So we're really happy with the turnout of our kids.
Thank you. Item number 15 is the Great Oaks report. Ms. Lynn Ellis attended the March meeting for our group, and it was held at the Diamond Oaks Career Campus. They were honored to have 2 state board members as guests at the meeting this past month. Laura Kohler from the New Albany member-at-large, and then Pat Bruns from Cincinnati, who represents District 4, was in attendance of the meeting. They also wanted to call out that the College Credit Plus and dual enrollment program is off to a great start for this school year. They have they've had 24,272 academic college credits since the program began in 2004. So that's been a lot of Great Oaks students that have earned a lot of college credits, so getting them off to a great start. And then they also wanted to let us know that the summer camps are underway, so for the second year, 9th and 10th graders can try out a career with a summer camp experience. All 4 campuses will hold week-long sessions during June, at which students can explore careers ranging from cooking, cosmetology, sports rehab, and digital arts, to horse training, construction, and aviation. If anyone is interested, they can contact their school counselor, or they can visit the Great Oaks website. So that concludes my report for the Great Oaks. Moving on to item number 16 is the Avenues for Success update. I just wanted to call out that the Glow for the Cure, which is the balloon glow, will be held Saturday, May 13th at the Norwood High School practice field. Right now it is set from 4 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Item number 17 is the legislative report. Mr. Miracle.
Thank you, Madam President. I just wanted to share with the group that last week our very own Superintendent, Mr. Rob Amodio, and Superintendent Scott Inskeep of Kettering traveled yet again to Columbus to advocate for our district. Mr. Amodio was there to testify how the current graduation rate is compiled, and I think he has a follow-up with that as well he'd like to share with us.
Currently, how the high school graduation rate is calculated is really unfair to a certain percentage of our students, and as well as to many high schools around the state. It's truly not indicative or an example of the students who have met all the requirements to graduate by state standards as well as Norwood High School. And so for several years, a couple superintendents and myself, we've really had an issue with this in trying to explain and trying to draw light to how unfair it is. I personally think it's not only just unfair to the school, but it's very unfair to a certain segment of our student population. So, been successful. A couple weeks ago, we were at a meeting with several local legislators, and two from this area and one from the Dayton area have kind of really listened to what we're having to say, and they're really taking the battle on with us. And so we met in Columbus. Actually, there was 3 of us up there, and I think we have an audience of very influential legislators to try to get this changed and try to get the language, which I have to give great credit to Ms. Chesson, as she is wonderful as when I'm speaking 1,000 miles an hour with a lot of passion, and especially because I think this slights some of our kids. When I'm speaking with passion and some anger, she's very skilled at taking my comments and putting them into much calmer language and slower speaking. So thank you, Ms. Chesson. She was a big help. But we have some influential folks on our side. And you know, we're always going to stand up what's right for our kids and what's right for our district. And if you rank this in order, this is right for our kids and a certain percentage of students across the state of Ohio. It's wrong how the graduation rate is being calculated. That actually, I think, discriminates against them. And then the second, it's wrong to many, many school districts in the state of Ohio, because the way it's calculated makes you look like you're graduating significantly less kids than you truly are. And so the best way to get a law change is you can sit on the sides and complain about it, or you can get in the game and try to do something about it. And if you represent the district well, you can get, over time, get people to start listening to things you have to say. This is a similar group of legislators that really took the fight on, led by Norwood, with the third grade reading guarantee. And so we've been successful as our school district getting laws rewritten before, and I think we've got a shot here. We're up against some federal law barriers, but right now the adoption of ESSA by each individual state has been pushed back 6 months, which is a good thing, because had this been fast-tracked through, we would have had some significant federal barriers we're up against, and now we've got a window. And the good thing is when that window opens, we got to jump through there and bring some influential people with us. And we're off to a really good start to where language is being drafted to be brought forth on the floor of the House. And so if Norwood can spearhead this, then doggone it, then we're doing something right here. So, and you know what? That's our job. That's our role. Take care of our kids. So I will keep you up to speed. I anticipate Scott and I will be up there again 2 weeks from now. So.
Great. Item number 18 is meeting notification. All meetings listed below are to be held in the Norwood Board of Education meeting room unless noted. It's at 2132 Williams Avenue. Item number A is the committee meeting, which will be held on Tuesday, April 11th at 5:30 p.m. And item B is the regular board meeting, which will be held Thursday, April 20th at 6 p.m. and that will be here at Norwood High School Mini Auditorium. I'd like to make a motion that we approve item 18A and B. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Miracle. Call the roll, please.
Horsley?
Yes.
Miracle?
Yes.
Scott Dracy?
Yes.
Bryant? Yes. Faulkner?
Yes.
Moving on to item number 21 is executive session. We will be going in for number 6 in accordance with ORC 121.22G6, details relative to the security arrangements and emergency response protocols for a public body or a public office. Can I get a motion to go into executive session?
Make a motion.
Motion by Mr. Bryant. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Faulkner. Call the roll, please.
Bryant? Yes.
Yes.
Faulkner.
Yes.
Scott Dracy.
Yes.
Miracle.
Yes.
Horsley.
Yes. We are in executive session at 6:27.